Technology was supposed to make our lives easier. No one told us about the plethora of glitches, viruses, hackers, hundreds of passwords to remember, and getting all our tech to sync up. Introducing Tech Home. Technology made easy for you and your devices. Tech Home makes it easy to set up, protect, and enjoy your internet-connected devices anytime, anywhere. Security, password management, backup, and premium tech support. Get back in charge of your digital life now with Tech Home.
High-speed internet for every grown-up, grandparent, kid, teen, and in between. Ritter's got it. Every JPEG, MPEG, and GIF for the working mom or the working stiff, loaded in a GIF. Whether you're a blogger, gamer, or pixel tamer, don't be a slow-speed blamer. Don't waste your time waiting to load that page. Get Ritter high-speed internet. It's all the rage.
There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. Only from Ritter Communications, right by you.
911, what's your emergency?
I'm home alone. Someone is trying to get in the back door.
Find a safe place like in a closet or under a bed, okay?
Okay.
Be very quiet and don't worry. Your home phone gave me your location.
Hurry.
Help is on the way.
Only a dedicated home phone can quickly pinpoint your address for emergency personnel. Cell phones can't. Keep your loved ones safe for less than 60 cents a day with a home phone from Ritter. Call today or go to rittercommunications.com.
I'm David Lucius, and this is my town. I grew up right here in Memphis, Tennessee. I can't believe how God has blessed our company. Our core values at Lucius Complete Home are honesty, integrity, and service. What makes a company great are the people that work at that company. We have great people. Call us and let us earn your trust.
For your smartphones, tablets, phablets. For the browsers you carry in your trousers. Wowzers! For your big screens and small screens, short screens and tall screens, get speed that screams. From the top of your desk to the palm of your hand, it's the fastest internet speed in the land.
There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. If you're not getting your internet from Ritter, you should. Call 888-336-4466 today. Ritter Communications, right by you.
Until you've seen how fast it really is, some people's reaction to Ritter's 100 megabit internet might be like, 100 mega, huh? Here's how we describe it. Mega beautiful, mega fast, mega blast, mega party, mega Ritter. There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. In a word, that means mega fun. If you're not getting your high-speed internet from Ritter, you should. Call 888-336-4466 today. Only from Ritter Communications, right by you.
Technology was supposed to make our lives easier. No one told us about the plethora of glitches, viruses, hackers, hundreds of passwords to remember, and getting all our tech to sync up. Introducing Tech Home. Technology made easy for you and your devices. Tech Home makes it easy to set up, protect, and enjoy your internet-connected devices anytime, anywhere. Security, password management, backup, and premium tech support. Get back in charge of your digital life now with Tech Home.
High-speed internet for every grown-up, grandparent, kid, teen, and in between. Ritter's got it. Every JPEG, MPEG, and GIF for the working mom or the working stiff, loaded in a GIF. Whether you're a blogger, gamer, or pixel tamer, don't be a slow-speed blamer. Don't waste your time waiting to load that page. Get Ritter high-speed internet. It's all the rage.
There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. Only from Ritter Communications, right by you.
911, what's your emergency?
I'm home alone. Someone is trying to get in the back door.
Find a safe place like in a closet or under a bed, okay?
Okay.
Be very quiet and don't worry. Your home phone gave me your location.
Hurry.
Help is on the way.
Only a dedicated home phone can quickly pinpoint your address for emergency personnel. Cell phones can't. Keep your loved ones safe for less than 60 cents a day with a home phone from Ritter. Call today or go to rittercommunications.com.
I'm David Lucius, and this is my town. I grew up right here in Memphis, Tennessee. I can't believe how God has blessed our company. Our core values at Lucius Complete Home are honesty, integrity, and service. What makes a company great are the people that work at that company. We have great people. Call us and let us earn your trust.
For your smartphones, tablets, phablets. For the browsers you carry in your trousers. Wowzers! For your big screens and small screens, short screens and tall screens, get speed that screams. From the top of your desk to the palm of your hand, it's the fastest internet speed in the land.
There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. If you're not getting your internet from Ritter, you should. Call 888-336-4466 today. Ritter Communications. Right by you.
Until you've seen how fast it really is, some people's reaction to Ritter's 100 megabit internet might be like, 100 mega, huh? Here's how we describe it. Mega beautiful, mega fast, mega blast, mega party, mega Ritter. There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. In a word, that means mega fun. If you're not getting your high-speed internet from Ritter, you should. Call 888-336-4466 today. Only from Ritter Communications. Right by you.
And welcome back to Brighton, Tennessee on Tubetown, where we're getting ready for a high school baseball matchup between the Brighton Cardinals and the Munford Cougars. Head coaches are both out talking with the umpire right now, turning in their rosters. Also, I'm sure discussing the weather, although the radar doesn't show anything. There are clouds overhead. Lightning always a concern, but none has been spotted so far. Close eye on that situation, but they get ready to get underway here as the announcer goes for the starting lineups. As I said before, head coach Scotty Yunt for Munford is in his first year as head coach. Their previous head coach was Jake Garbazinski. He took a job this past year as an assistant coach for the Christian Brothers University baseball team. Scotty Yunt comes over. He was previously the head coach at Bolton High School. Now he takes over the helm for the Munford Cougars with the roster full of seniors. All but one of the starters for Munford are seniors. The junior on there is third baseman Stephen Kendrick, who's an all-around ball player that also plays center field sometimes, catcher, and pitches sometimes as well. He's a multi-purpose player and really someone to watch, especially on the bats. You see Cowser coming out now, and then Hatfield for Munford. Drew Drexler, number 2 center fielder. On the mound tonight, Corey Simmons, number 18, pitching for Munford. He'll start the game.
Now the starting lineup for your Brighton Cardinals.
As the Brighton Cardinals start making their way onto the field now.
Number 4,
under head coach Wickersham. TJ Klutz, the shortstop, heading out to his position.
Junior Eli Davis.
Eli Davis, the center fielder.
The catcher, number 5, sophomore Dalton Rushing.
Dalton Rushing, the sophomore catcher. Brighton has a couple of alumni doing very well at the junior college level right now. A pitcher and a catcher from Brighton playing now for the Dyersburg State Community College. And that team is currently ranked number 1 in the nation in Division I junior college. Dyersburg State with a satellite campus right down the road from Brighton. Of course, they play their baseball out of Dyersburg.
On the mound for the Cardinals, number 1, junior Brett Wilkins.
Brett Wilkins makes his way onto the field.
Right
He'll be the
fielder,
pitcher for
number
tonight,
8,
number
Bryson
1 on the mound for the
Morgan.
Cardinals.
And playing second base, number 6, sophomore Dylan Forbes. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you
Now
please
we will
rise, remove your
join
hats,
in for the national
as
anthem.
Senior Gianna DeLuco sings our national anthem this evening.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Gianna DeLuco with the national anthem there in Brighton, and we're ready to get this game underway. Of course, the Cougars batting first. Brett Wilkins gets warmed up with his catcher, Dalton Rushing. Nice facility here at Brighton. You see the building you just saw a moment ago is where they have indoor batting cages. They're able to practice in there. A nice luxury, not maybe all schools are able to have, but of course the field looking in pristine shape as well here at Brighton. The Brighton softball team, also a notable team in the past years, has played very well at the state level of competition. Getting off to a good start this year. They've only lost 2 games so far. Head coach Robin Jacobs for the softball team, also the head coach for the football team at Brighton.
Up to bat, number 18, pitcher Corey Simmons.
And now Corey Simmons will come up to the plate. As he'll hit first in the order for the Cougars. Wilkins looks for the pitch. And strike down the middle. Called strike. He watched it go by there. Count is 0-1. That one's outside. Count will be 1-1 now against Simmons. Quickly with the next pitch, a swing, and he got a piece of it. Foul ball. Count will be 1-2 against Simmons. That one high and outside. Now the count 2-2. That one to the outside. Now full count for Simmons, the Munford pitcher. And that one is hit down past the third baseman into the outfield for a single. A nice base hit by Simmons, the Munford pitcher there.
Number 25, catcher Kyle Kelly.
He found a fastball down the middle he liked and got a piece of it and hit it to the exact right spot you want to hit between the third baseman and the shortstop. So now with one man on, number 25, Kyle Kelly, the catcher, will bunt now, and he'll advance the runner. He will take the out, and Simmons will advance to second.
Up to bat, number 19, third baseman Stephen Kendrick.
Now Stephen Kendrick, the standout junior, third baseman for Munford, will come up. He's one of the big bats for these Cougars. Man on second, one out. In the top of the first inning here at Brighton. Wilkins gets the call, looks at the runner now, throws. Ball is high, ball one. Wilkins doesn't waste much time on the mound getting ready for the next pitch. Checks the runner at second. Now throws another one outside, ball two. Down the middle, Kendrick gets a piece of it down the third base line, a hop to the third baseman. He throws it to first, and it's an error, an errant throw. And they'll hold the runner at third. He'll get to second. It's a double for Kendrick. Simmons will advance to third. Now runners on second and third for Munford. It was a bad throw from the third baseman there, Cole Wilkins. Threw it in the dirt to first base, and he was unable to handle it. And that allowed Kendrick to get around for the double. First pitch right down the middle, fastball, strike one. Garrett Ball, also an outstanding football player for Munford High School, at the plate right now. Wanting to drive in these runs on second and third. Way outside pitch. That'll be ball one. One and one the count now. So Wilkins checks the runner at second. Throws the ball. It's a little bit high, so it'll be ball two. And a pitch tipped and foul. Now the count will be 2-2 on Garrett Ball. Corey Simmons at third. Stephen Kendrick at second for the Munford Cougars. And Ball rips one right to the shortstop, and it is caught. Now 2 outs for Brighton as they try to hold off too much damage after the big double by Kendrick. A single from Simmons, followed by a bunt from Kyle Kelly. They got him to second. Then Stephen Kendrick hit the double that put them both on second and third. Now Brighton just wants to keep them from scoring. 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. First pitch is outside, ball one. Brennan Holly, the first baseman, at the plate. And now a pinch runner comes in. Jack Green going to run for Corey Simmons. Corey Simmons, I'm sure, going to get loosened up to get on the mound in the bottom of the first. So they bring in Jack Green to run for him on third. Kendrick on second. 2 outs. The count is 1-0. Slider, and it is hit and missed by the second baseman, and 1 run scores, and here comes the second one. Kendrick scores as well. Green and Kendrick both hit the plate, and now Munford takes the early 2-0 lead off of the single by Brennan Holly. Brennan Holly ripped the low ball out there to center field. Second baseman had a shot at it, but it was just a little ways out of his reach. Drives in 2 runs with that one. Outside, ball 1. At the plate for the Cougars, Austin Perry, the right fielder. And a pop-up foul for Perry. And that'll bring the count to 1-1 with the man on first. And another foul there. We'll give him 2 strikes. 1-2 the count now. And that one swung on and missed for the 3rd strike and the 3rd out of the top of the first, as Munford jumps out to a 2-0 lead in the first inning. Now we'll see Corey Simmons on the mound when we come back on Tubetown.
Technology was supposed to make our lives easier. No one told us about the plethora of glitches, viruses, hackers, hundreds of passwords to remember, and getting all our tech to sync up. Introducing Tech Home. Technology made easy for you and your devices. Tech Home makes it easy to set up, protect, and enjoy your internet-connected devices anytime, anywhere. Security, password management, backup, and premium tech support. Get back in charge of your digital life now with Tech Home. Technology was supposed to make our lives easier. No one told us about the plethora of glitches, viruses, hackers, hundreds of passwords to remember, and getting all our tech to sync up. Introducing Tech Home. Technology made easy for you and your devices. Tech Home makes it easy to set up, protect, and enjoy your internet-connected devices anytime, anywhere. Security, password management, backup, and premium tech support. Get back in charge of your digital life now with Tech Home.
Back here in Brighton, Tennessee, Brighton High School hosting the Munford Cougars. Munford jumped out to an early 2-0 lead. The top of the first there with a 2 RBI single by Brennan Holly to drive in a run after a Stephen Kendrick double. Put runners at second and third. Brennan Holly able to drive those runs in with a single. 3 hits altogether for the Munford Cougars in that inning. And now for Brighton coming to the plate, shortstop TJ Klutz. Made a good catch at shortstop in the top of the inning. Now he'll face pitcher Corey Simmons. Simmons starts out with a called strike fastball. Strike 1. And that one's low. The lefty Klutz checked his swing. It'll be ball 1. And that one is popped up and fouled by Klutz. He'll take his second strike. Count will be 1-2. And the 1-2 pitch is hit out to right field. And he'll get on base, a one-hopper. And that'll be a single for number 4, T.J. Klutz. T.J. Klutz, a right-hander who bats left-handed. Now with the man on first, Brighton looks to advance some runners and even the score. Eli Davis at the plate, also batting left-handed, but he is a natural left-hander. Simmons gets the call. That one's high and outside, ball 1. And now the catcher let that get away from him. It was right to second base, so there's no danger of the runner taking off. Simmons checks the runner at first. And the 1-0 pitch is outside. Ball 2. Davis steps back into the box. That one's inside. Davis gets a piece of it and fouls it off. Count will be 2-1. And it hit Davis, so he'll get a base on that one. So Klutz will advance to second. Davis will take first. So that ball got a piece of Davis, and they'll advance him to first base. And now Dalton Rushing, the catcher for Brighton, will be at the plate as Kyle Kelly goes up and talks to his pitcher and his third baseman at the mound. Now play resumes. At the plate, Dalton Rushing will have 2 runners on base, a man at first and second. Simmons with the throw, and it's outside and a little bit low, ball 1. Simmons gets the signal and gets ready for the 1-0 pitch. That one's outside, ball 2. Last few pitches, Simmons having a little trouble getting in the strike zone. That one's down the middle, and it is hit by Rushing out to right field. A ground ball to right field, and that'll bring in 1 run. And it's an RBI single for Rushing as T.J. Klutz crosses the plate. And now they cut that lead in half. It's 2-1. Munford still leading, but a man in scoring position for Brighton. And Dalton Rushing, the RBI double. I think I said single a moment ago, but it was an RBI double. Rushing on second now. Davis is on third base. And now a conference at the mound is early in the going here. We're in the first inning, but Munford not getting what they want out of the pitching to start. So they'll talk about it. Simmons will stay on the mound. Batting in the cleanup position, third baseman Cole Wilkins at the plate for Brighton. As they look to even things up here in the bottom of the first. Simmons with the ball down the middle is hit to the left field, and it will be caught. And now the runner takes off, and that will score the run. And it is all tied at 2 here in Brighton. As the sacrifice fly by Cole Wilkins brings in the run. Now rushing left on second at the plate, first baseman Brent Howard batting for the Cardinals. 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Score is tied at 2-2. And that pitch is outside, ball 1. Simmons checks the runner at second, throws, fastball down the middle. It is tipped and foul. That'll be strike 1. That one's down the middle and hit foul. Tipped again. Now the count's 1-2. Man on second base for Brighton. 1 out in this inning. The Cardinals have 2 runs on 2 hits. And a swing and a miss there. And that'll be strike 3 on Brent Howard. That'll be the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat now, left fielder Will Dunlap, number 12. He'll face Simmons. Simmons wants to continue momentum from that strikeout for sure, after giving up 2 hits and a walk that led to 2 runs. Rushing takes a good lead off second. That one's tipped foul, strike 1. Pitch was a little high, but Dunlap decided to go after it. And now the pitch is a little outside, ball 1. Already looking for the next call. 1-1 pitch about to come from Simmons. That one's a slider outside, ball 2. Tied at 2 here in the first inning in Brighton. Simmons looks for the 1-2 pitch. And he throws, and it's a called strike. He struck him out. The umpire did not give the most obvious signal there for a moment. Knew the pitch looked good to me, but it was a strike. And so that'll be the third out of the inning. Brighton able to tie it up 2-2. 2 runs on 2 hits for the Cardinals. We'll be back for the start of the second in just a moment on Tubetown.
High-speed internet for every grown-up, grandparent, kid, teen, and in between. Ritter's got it. Every JPEG, MPEG, and GIF for the working mom or the working stiff, loaded in a GIF. Whether you're a blogger, gamer, or pixel tamer, don't be a slow-speed blamer. Don't waste your time waiting to load that page. Get Ritter high-speed internet. It's all the rage.
There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. Only from Ritter Communications, right by you.
Back here in Brighton, Tennessee, the Brighton Cardinals taking on the Munford Cougars in high school baseball on Tubetown. West Tennessee baseball well underway. The Cougars come in with a 9-10 record. The Cardinals come in with a 7-10 record. Back on the mound for the Cardinals, number 1, Brett Wilkins, had 1 strikeout in the last inning, gave up 2 runs on 3 hits. And an attempted bunt by Cowser, but he pulled it back at the last moment. 1-0 is the count. Austin Cowser, the shortstop, senior from Munford High School, looks at the second outside pitch, and it's a ball. 2-0 the count now. And slightly outside there. Another ball, 3-0 the count. Both teams struggling more than they'd like to in the early innings in pitching. And that's ball 4. And he'll head to first base. So now with Austin Cowser on first, Hatfield will step up to the plate for Munford. Hatfield, the left fielder. The first pitch is a slider in the inside, ball 1. And an attempted bunt will get a strike for Hatfield, and the count will be 1-1. You could tell the runner on first was not leading off very much. He knew the bunt was coming. Now Hatfield, 1-1 count. Wilkins will get the call from the catcher. Checks the runner at first, has a healthy lead now. And he tries to get him, but he's able to get back. He'll check the runner again at first. Now he'll look to Dalton Rushing for the call. That pitch is slightly outside a call, ball 3-1 the count now. He'll check the runner at first again. It's Hatfield. Has taken about 20 more practice swings than actual swings. That one's down the middle, strike 2, excuse me. Fastball right down the middle there. Now he'll look toward first, but he throws down the middle and foul ball. Tie game, 2-2, Munford with man on first. No outs in the top of the second inning. And he struck him out swinging. Hatfield now out, and that'll give another strikeout for Brett Wilkins. That'll be his second strikeout of the game. And the pitch comes, and Drexler checks his swing, but he gets a strike. Not quite soon enough for Drew Drexler, the center fielder. Count is 0-1 now. Wilkins with the throw is down the middle. Drexler hits one straight to center field, and it is caught. And that'll be out number 2 in the second inning. Eli Davis with the catch to get the second out here in the top of the second inning. Now Corey Simmons, the pitcher for Munford, up at the plate. Wilkins with the throw that's a little bit off, and now an errant throw to second base allows the runner to steal, and then a second errant throw allows him. He's going to end up coming all the way home on a stolen base. Austin Kauser stole second, and then third, and then home, all the way from first base. It was an errant throw to try to pick him off at second base. Went out to the center fielder, Eli Davis, and then another error allowed him to take third and home. And now the Munford Cougars go up 3-2, 3-2 in this game. Take the lead once again in a conference on the mound for Brighton. Now the infield will get reset. Number 18, Corey Simmons, will be back at the plate. The count 1-0. After Austin Kauser was able to steal his way to a run. And a swing and a tip. That one's foul. Count will be 1-1 now. That's inside, ball 2. Low and inside. 2-1 the count now on Simmons. And Simmons swings and hits one out to left field. A good ground ball out there, and that'll give Simmons a single.
Up to bat, number 25, catcher Kyle Kelly.
Kyle Kelly steps up to the plate now. That's Simmons' second hit of the game. He's gotten a hit in each inning. Now catcher Kyle Kelly looks to advance him, and he hits a hopper over to the second baseman, and that'll get him, but that'll be the third out of the inning. As we go to the bottom of the second, Munford got one more run off of an error. It is 3-2. The Munford Cougars lead the Brighton Cardinals. We'll be right back on Tubetown.
What's your emergency?
I'm home alone. Someone is trying to get in the back door.
Find a safe place like in a closet or under a bed, okay?
Okay.
Be very quiet and and don't worry, your home phone gave me your location.
Hurry!
Help is on the way.
Only a dedicated home phone can quickly pinpoint your address for emergency personnel. Cell phones can't. Keep your loved ones safe for less than 60 cents a day with a home phone from Ritter. Call today or go to rittercommunications.com.
Bottom of the second inning here in Munford, Tennessee, in Brighton, Tennessee. Brighton versus Munford. West Tennessee High School baseball. Munford able to score on a stolen base, stealing second. Then there was an error. Austin Kauser able to take advantage of the throw, was over the head of the second baseman. It was fielded by the center fielder, and he held up for a moment at second, but then the center fielder made an error trying to throw it back into the pitcher and lost the ball out of his hand, and that gave the opportunity for Kauser to run all the way into home. So now the Cougars lead 3-2. As the DH for the Cardinals comes in, Garrett Dawson. Still on the mound for the Cougars, Corey Simmons. He's given up 4 hits in this game, but he's also got, he's given up, 2 hits in this game. He's got 3 strikeouts. That one's fouled off to the left. That'll be strike 1. 3 strikeouts, 2 hits, and 2 runs. Given up. It was a little bit of a shaky start, but it's starting to come around for Corey Simmons. That one's low and inside, ball 1. Simmons gets the call now with the pitch. It's a nice fastball down the middle, fouled off right. That'll be strike 2. The count now 1-2 on Garrett Dawson, the designated hitter. Cardinals trailing the game by 1. That one hits the batter too far inside, and he'll take first base.
Up to bat, number 1, pitcher, Brett Wilkins.
Now Brett Wilkins, the pitcher for Brighton, will come in and face Simmons. Wilkins has given up 4 hits in just 2 innings. And 3 runs, although one of the runs was on an error. Not given up due to a hit. That's outside, ball 1. Dawson takes a lead off first. Wilkins, the left-handed hitter. He gets a strike. A nice pitch down the middle there. The count is 1-1. Simmons waits for one he likes, and now he lines up and pitches. That's low and inside, but it's hit by Wilkins. Wilkins bounces it out to center field and is able to get a single out of it. And that'll put Garrett Dawson on second, man on first and second for Brighton with no outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Now up to the plate for Brighton. Number 8, Bryson Morgan, the right fielder. Runners on first and second. And a bunt from Morgan, and he'll get thrown out at first, but the runners will advance around to second and third. That'll be the first out of the bottom of the second. Shortstop T.J. Klutz will now try to bat the runners in. Simmons now checks each of the runners. Throws the pitch that's slightly outside and a low, ball one. Wilkins taking a big lead off second. Simmons, that one's low, ball 2. Count 2-0 now with 1 out in the bottom of the second. Runners on second and third for the Brighton Cardinals. Shortstop T.J. Klutz. Batting, he's a right-hander who bats left-handed. And that one's outside, ball 3. 3-0 the count now on Klutz. Simmons checks with Kelly and now gets ready to throw. That one's a fastball down the middle and it's tipped foul. That'll be strike 1 against Klutz. Count will be 3-1. Difficult situation to be in when a pitcher puts himself at 3-0 for the count. You're very limited on your options at that point. And that one was thrown down the middle as foul left, but caught. And that will be an out. So popped up and caught by shortstop Austin Cowser, who stole home basically last inning, the top of this inning rather, to score for the Cougars and give them the lead. And now he makes the catch to get the out on what was a pending walk to load the bases. 2 outs now in the bottom of the second. Runners on second and third for the Cardinals. The umpire takes a timeout and speaks to the third base coach. I'm not exactly sure what he's saying, but play will resume now as Eli Davis gets back to the plate. Left-handed hitter for Brighton. Simmons with a good throw down the middle and swung on and a miss. Strike 1. It's a nice off-speed pitch down the middle. The slider is tipped. Foul. Strike 2. 0-2 now the count. Eli Davis, the center fielder from Brighton. Now the pitch down the middle and hit foul again. Fastball from Simmons there. tip foul as Eli Davis stays alive. Cardinals looking to even this up after giving up a run at the top of the second on a bad throw. Count 1-2 now. There's the throw, and he swings and a miss, and that is out number 3. So Munford able to do a little damage control there and get another strikeout. And that will do it for the second inning. We'll be back for the top of the third here on Tubetown.
I'm David Lucius, and this is my town. I grew up right here in Memphis, Tennessee. I can't believe how God has blessed our company. Our core values at Lucius Complete Home are honesty, integrity, and service. What makes a company great are the people that work at that company. We have great people. Call us and let us earn your trust.
Back here in Brighton, Tennessee, where the Brighton Cardinals are down 3-2 to the Munford Cougars, the crosstown rival. As we watch pitcher Brett Wilkins warm up for this inning. They had men on second and third in scoring position last inning, but Simmons coming through on the mound for the Munford Cougars, able to get the strikeout and keep them from scoring that tying run.
Up to bat, number 19, third baseman, Stephen Kendrick.
Wilkins with 2 strikeouts so far. He's given up 4 hits in this game. As we see Stephen Kendrick now, the junior, take the plate once again for Munford. Very talented baseball player here. Outside pitch, ball 1. And that's a hit by Kendrick. It takes a bounce, and he can't outrun it to first, so that will be out number 1 of the third inning.
Second baseman, number 17, Garrett Ball.
Garrett Ball, overall outstanding athlete for Munford. Known better for his play on the football field, specifically on defense. And strike 1, as that was a good curveball from Wilkins. 0-1 the count now on ball. And that one is inside. And that'll be ball 2. Looked for a moment like it may have hit him in the foot, but that was not the call. So now the count will be 1-1. The third base coach wants to talk to the umpire. And I believe he's complaining about the inside pitches. There have been quite a few, and a couple of batters hit in this game. Of course, I'm just speculating. I can't hear what he says, but I believe that's what Coach Yunt wanted to address. So the count 1-1 now. That'll be a strike. That's a fastball down the middle. Ball watched it go by. And Wilkins outside for the Ball 2. 2-2 the count now on Garrett Ball. And that one is a strike. This umpire is hard to see the third strike, but that one is a strike, so he'll strike him out. Wilkins get him out. Now it'll be 2 outs in the top of the third inning. Munford leading Brighton 3-2. Third strikeout for Wilkins. That one's down the middle, strike 1. That one's tipped foul for strike 2. Another fastball down the middle from Wilkins. Brennan Holly, the first baseman for Munford, getting a piece of it. That one's low and inside, ball 1. Type of pitch that caused Scotty Yunt to come over, talk to the umpire a moment ago. And that one's inside. No, that one is a called strike, strike 3. I've never seen an umpire that is more animated on every other call except strikeouts, but that one will be a strikeout, the 4th for Wilkins, and it'll end the top of the third inning. We'll see Munford out on the field next on Tubetown.
For your smartphones, tablets, phablets. For the browsers you carry in your trousers. Wowzers! For your big screens and small screens, short screens and tall screens, get speed that screams. From the top of your desk to the palm of your hand, it's the fastest internet speed in the land.
There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. If you're not getting your internet from Ritter, you should. Call 888-336-4466 today. Ritter Communications. Right by you.
And back here in Brighton, Tennessee, where the Munford Cougars lead the Brighton Cardinals 3-2. Brighton able to get a little bit of control in the top of the third inning there with 3 up, 3 down. 2 strikeouts for Brett Wilkins in that inning. Now Cardinals will go back on offense and try to regain the lead in this game. Cardinals with 3 hits in this game so far, 2 runs on those 3 hits. Corey Simmons has been the pitcher so far for Munford. He has 4 strikeouts. He's conferencing now with Brennan Holly as they get ready to start the bottom of the third inning. And now there's seems to be a little bit of confusion for Munford as Stephen Kendrick came all the way over from third base. He's limping back to third base, so we will keep an eye on Kendrick. So I think he may have been signaling to the dugout to tell them he wasn't at 100%, but he's decided to stay out there, obviously. And now the pitch hits the batter. And so number 5, Nathan Davenport from Munford will take first base. Cole Wilkins will now come up to bat. Number 5 was Dalton Rushing, getting hit by the pitch there. Now number 15, Cole Wilkins, who had a sacrifice fly last time out to bring a run in. Simmons with the pitch, and it is low and outside, ball 1. That one swung on, tip foul. Out of play. Bring the count to 1-1 on Wilkins. Man on first for the Cardinals. They trail 3-2 in this game. Bottom of the third, none out. And that's a strike. Off-speed pitch down the middle. Wilkins did not want to take a chop at it. 1-2 the count now. Simmons with a high fastball. And they get the runner at first. The runner tries to tag back up at first and gets picked off. Catcher Kyle Kelly with the throw to first. An excellent heads up by Kyle Kelly. Able to pick the runner off at first. You see the runner here, realize he has to get back, and then he's just a little too far out. That was very close, but able to get tagged before, and so now 1 out. The bottom of the third inning here in Brighton. And the pitch hits the batter, and he'll take a base. And so the second batter in a row is hit by this pitcher for Munford, Corey Simmons. As Brent Howard, the first baseman for the Cardinals, steps up to the plate. He's a lefty. He throws the first, trying to keep the runner honest there. Catcher able to pick off the runner on the last play and get the first out. He'll try again, and now it's first baseman misses the throw, and it'll allow the runner to get to second base. Cole Wilkins able to get to second base off of the miss by Brennan Holly. Brennan Holly just couldn't get a glove on it from Simmons. And so now a man on second for the Cardinals. Simmons would have thrown a hit down the middle to center field, caught by Drew Drexler, and he'll be out. It was a good rip towards center, but didn't have quite the distance it needed. Drew Drexler easily able to field it. And so now with 2 outs in the bottom of the third and a man on second, Will Dunlap, the left fielder, will take to the plate. And Simmons with the throw, and that one's tipped foul. And now a little bit of substitution going on here. It seems like left fielder Josh Hatfield is going to have to come to the dugout. It's unclear. He appears to be favoring one of his legs. He appears to be like his right leg may be injured. So he'll be walked back to the dugout, and he'll be replaced by, I believe, Riley Bamfield is who went out there to replace him. And it is, he definitely seems like he's I'm not sure if he has an actual leg injury or if he's just somehow maybe the heat or something else has gotten to him, because he seems like he's having a hard time being under his own power, although he did seem to be favoring the right leg slightly. So they'll get him in the dugout. And a substitution now, as Munford will bring in, I believe that is Jack Green is who they will bring out. Jack Green will be in left field now. Jack Green scored one of the runs for Munford earlier in the game as a pinch runner. And now play will resume. Count is 0-1. With 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Munford leading this game 3-2. And that'll be a ball for number 12, Will Dunlap. The Cardinals have a man on second. Dunlap's at the plate with a count of 1-1. And that one's tipped foul. Backwards over the fence. Count now 1-2. Dalton Rushing taking a large lead off second. That ball's high, ball 2. And now the pitch comes down and he hits the batter again. Apparently not. The batter was not given a base, so it must have hit his bat. Certainly looked like it hit his arm. That ball's to the outside. That's going to allow Rushing to steal third. Kyle Kelly couldn't quite handle that one, so now Rushing is on third in scoring position. And Dunlap with a count of 3-2 full. We'll try to bring that run in and tie this score for the Brighton Cardinals. And Simmons with the throw, and he gets him swinging, and that'll be the 5th strikeout thrown by Corey Simmons. It'll end the inning, and they will keep the Cardinals from getting on the board again, and Munford leads this game 3-2 as they get back to the plate when we come back on Tubetown.
Until you've seen how fast it really is, some people's reaction to Ritter's 100 megabit internet might be like, 100 mega, huh? Here's how we describe it. Mega beautiful, mega fast, mega blast, mega party, mega Ritter. There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. In a word, that means mega fun. If you're not getting your high-speed internet from Ritter, you should. Call 888-336-4466 today. Only from Ritter Communications, right by you.
Back in Brighton, Tennessee for the Brighton Cardinals and the Munford Cougars, a rivalry game, and just as you would think a rivalry game would go, it's a close one. 3-2, the Munford Cougars lead. Brett Wilkins still on the mound for the Cardinals to start the 4th inning. And at bat, Perry for the Cougars, Austin Perry, the right fielder. And Wilkins with the throw down the middle. It's popped up and missed. Misjudged and It will be a foul ball and strike one, but an easy ball misjudged there by Corey Young, it looked like. They converged on the ball, and I think there may have been some confusion as to who should have fielded it. And that one's bounced up over the head of the third baseman out to left field, and that'll give Perry a base. A nice single for Austin Perry.
21, shortstop Austin Cowser.
Shortstop Austin Cowser now at the plate. And after getting what you could almost only call lucky on a pop-up foul that should have been caught, Perry able to get the single out to left field. Cowser going to bunt. That one's going to go foul. That'll be strike one, 0-1, as the Cougars look to extend their lead. With a win tonight, the Cougars could get to 500. They would be 10-10. They currently sit at 9-10. And that one is a ball outside. 1-1 the count now on Cowser. This is a district game for the teams. In addition to being a rivalry game, these schools about 7 miles apart. And a bunt down past the first baseman. He'll be able to take first base off of that bunt. Perfectly placed by Austin Cowser. And so now men on first and second.
Up to bat, number 13, Jack Green.
Now Jack Green up to bat for the Cougars with men on first and second. No one out here at the top of the fourth inning. Brett Wilkins on the mound for the Cardinals. Cougars have 6 hits in this game. 3 runs, 2 runs off hits, 2 runs off of 1 hit, actually, a Brennan Holly RBI. And that's a called strike, strike one. One run coming from stolen bases for the Munford Cougars, and that's the difference in the game, 3-2. Wilkins will look at the runner at second, and an attempted bunt will go foul, but it will allow the runners to advance. And so now runners in scoring position for the Munford Cougars. And Green with a count of 0-2. Wilkins pitch high and outside, ball one. Wilkins gets a call from rushing, and the throw is inside. And swung on and missed, and he is out. That is another strikeout for Wilkins. That's his 5th strikeout. First out of the 4th inning. Munford has runners on second and third. And an attempted bunt will be a strike. For Drew Drexler. Count will be 0-1. Drexler looking to bunt down that first base line to try to get the run home. And that one is inside and low, and home will be stolen. That'll be the second time Munford's stolen home. Austin Perry will get in for the run. And that'll extend the lead 4-2 now for the Munford Cougars. The count will be 1-1 against Drexler when he steps back to the plate. Munford with a man on third. Pitch from Wilkins, a bunt by Drexler goes foul. Strike 2. Austin Cowser sitting on third base. Drexler looking for the RBI here with a count of 1-2 against him. And that pitch is outside, ball 2. The pitch is inside, but it's a called strike. And Drexler will go to the dugout, and that'll be out number 2 of the 4th inning. And that ball sure looked inside to me, but I'm not sitting where the umpire is. He called it a strike. That pitch is way outside. We both saw that one correctly. Ball 1. Shortstop Austin Cowser on third for the Munford Cougars, looking to score. That pitch is right down the middle, strike 1. Count now 1-1. That pitch is low. Be called ball 2. 2-1 the count now against the Munford pitcher Corey Simmons. Both pitchers in this game have 5 strikeouts so far. And that's a hit caught, fielded by Wilkins at the mound, and he'll get him out at first base to end the inning. Nice job by Brett Wilkins to field that hit there by Corey Simmons. And so Munford scores one more, and the score is 4-2. Munford leading here in Brighton, and we'll be back on Tubetown. Back now in Brighton, Tennessee for Munford versus Brighton. Munford, the visiting team here. They lead Brighton 4-2. Crosstown rivalry in Tipton County, Tennessee. District game. One RBI single from Brendan Holly brought in 2 runs in the first inning. And then in each the third and the fourth inning, home plate was stolen for the Munford Cougars to give them the lead 4-2. Brighton now gets back to the plate, hoping to even it up in the bottom of the fourth. Garrett Dawson, the DH for the Cardinals. Simmons still on the mound for the Munford Cougars. Kyle Kelly, the catcher. And a swing and a miss, strike 1. Fastball out of Simmons there. As he looks to Kyle Kelly for a call. And the pitch, another swing and a miss fastball down the middle. Strike two. The count 0-2 on Garrett Dawson. And Simmons with another pitch right down the middle. It is hit foul. And Dawson will stay alive. Now the pitch from Simmons. Low, and that'll be ball one. The count will go to 1-2 on Dawson. Simmons sitting at 5 strikeouts on the game. And that one is swung on and foul. And Kyle Kelly couldn't quite get to that one. One and two the count. No outs in the bottom of the 4th inning. And that one is tipped foul as well. Dawson taking big swings here, just hasn't been able to connect just right yet. Simmons gets a pitch he likes from Kyle Kelly and throws down the middle, and another one tipped foul. Dawson steps back up to the plate now. The throw, and it is hit foul by Simmons again. So Dawson now, I believe that was his 4th foul this appearance. And there's number 5. Garrett Dawson, the designated hitter from Brighton. Can't get it inside the white lines right now. Count's still 1-2. Although Simmons may reach his pitch count on this batter. That one is strike 3, not even swung on. And that'll be out number 1 and strikeout number 6 for Corey Simmons, the pitcher from Munford. Gave up 3 hits early, hasn't given up any since then. Oh, and 1. The strike by Simmons. Brent Wilkins, the pitcher for Brighton, at the plate. And that one is hit straight to the second baseman by Wilkins and easily fielded, and that'll give you the second out of the bottom of the 4th inning.
Up to bat, number 8, right fielder, Bryson Morgan.
Bryson Morgan will go to the plate now for the Cardinals. 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. Munford leads 4-2 in this game. No one on base as Simmons has been able to effectively shut down Brighton after giving up early hits and 2 early runs. Gets a strike there. The count's 0-1. With the throw, swing and a miss, strike 2. Bryson Morgan, the right fielder for Brighton, at the plate. That one's outside, ball 1. Simmons with the pitch. That one is hit, and it will be a hit. Out to left field. He'll hold off at first. It'll be a single for Bryson Morgan. Hit right in the sweet spot between the third baseman and the shortstop. Bryson Morgan able to get a single. And that's the first hit for a while by the Brighton Cardinals. Now with a man on base, 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. TJ Klutz at the plate now. He's already got 1 hit in this game. And they pick off the runner at first to get the out, and that'll end the 4th inning for the Munford Cougars, leading the Brighton Cardinals 4-2 here on Brighton High School's field. You're watching high school baseball on TubeTown.
Technology was supposed to make our lives easier. No one told us about the plethora of glitches, viruses, hackers, hundreds of passwords to remember, and getting all our tech to sync up. Introducing Tech Home. Technology made easy for you and your devices. Tech Home makes it easy to set up, protect, and enjoy your internet-connected devices anytime, anywhere. Security, password management, backup, and premium tech support. Get back in charge of your digital life now with Tech Home.
Now back here as you watch the pickoff, Holly able to tag the runner out at first and in the 4th inning for the Munford Cougars. After giving up the first hit in a while, they were able to, Bryson Morgan, they were able to turn it around quickly and pick him off at first. And get out of that inning. The Munford Cougars lead here in Brighton 4-2 over the Brighton Cardinals. Kyle Kelly coming to the plate for the Cougars. Still on the mound for the Cardinals, Brett Wilkins, number 1, the left-handed pitcher. He has 4 strikeouts in this game. He's given up 6 hits. That one is a strike, a little inside, but a good slider, strike 1. Wasting no time, he throws a fastball down the middle. It is hit to center field by Kelly. And Kelly will get a single out of it.
Up to bat, number 19, third baseman, Stephen Kendrick.
Good center field fly. That time by Kyle Kelly as Stephen Kendrick comes up. A pinch runner now brought in, Baker. Brandon Baker coming in to run for Kyle Kelly at first base. Stephen Kendrick coming up to bat. Short officials time on the field here. And they try to keep Baker honest at first. Wilkins with the throw. It's high. Ball 1. Dalton rushing, the catcher, ready to go after Baker. Looks at first and then throws, and that one is swung on and missed. Strike 1. Count is 0-1 on Kendrick now. And that is a strike right down the middle. Fastball, strike 2. 0-2 the count on Stephen Kendrick now. Man on first, Baker, the pinch runner for the Munford Cougars. Top of the 5th inning here. And that one's outside, trying to trap the runner at first into going for second. He didn't bite. The 1-2 pitch is down the middle and fouled. Kendrick keeps it alive here for the Cougars. No outs, top of the 5th, runner on first. Wilkins with the throw, swinging a miss by Kendrick, and that's another strikeout for Wilkins. That'll be his 6th strikeout. Garrett Ball comes to the plate now for Munford. 1 out now on the top of the 5th inning. Wilkins with the pitch. That's strike 1. Fastball. Right into the right side of the strike zone there. There's a pitch. It's a little high. Ball 1. 1-1 the count now against Garrett Ball. Baker, the pinch runner on first. Throw from Wilkins is swung on and missed, and that will allow, however, Baker to steal second base as the throw from Rushing was a little wild. But it doesn't look like it would have made it there in time anyway. But you see the throw too far away. And now Baker on second base for Munford. Ball with a count of 1-1 at the plate. Wilkins with a good throw, fastball down the middle, is fouled off to the right. That ball is fouled off. Count 1-2 against Garrett Ball. 1 out, top of the 5th. Munford leads in this game 4-2. That one swung on and foul. Change up out of Wilkins that time. And he tries to get the runner at second. Baker is able to make it back. Baker wastes no time taking another lead. And that ball is hit by ball out to center field. Drew Drexler under it and the catch. Not Drew Drexler. Eli Davis under it with the catch.
Up to bat, number 7, first baseman, Brennan Holly.
Eli Davis with the out there. Baker stays put at second base. 2 outs now in the top of the 5th. Brennan Holly at the plate for the Munford Cougars. Ball 1. And that one is a half of a swing and a full strike. Count is 1-1 now against Brennan Holly. Baker on second for the Cougars. Outside pitch, ball 2. Brennan Holly. Outside pitch, ball 3. Brennan Holly had a single with 2 runs batted in the first inning of this game to give Munford the early lead. And another hit, and it is bounced over to the second baseman, over to first, and he's out. And that will end the top of the 5th inning and will allow the Munford Cougars to stay on top 4-2 here in Brighton, Tennessee. You're watching high school baseball on Tubetown.
High-speed internet for every grown-up, grandparent, kid, teen, and in between. Ritter's got it. Every JPEG, MPEG, and GIF for the working mom or the working stiff, loaded in a GIF. Whether you're a blogger, gamer, or pixel tamer, don't be a slow-speed blamer. Don't waste your time waiting to load that page. Get Ritter high-speed internet. It's all the rage.
There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. Only from Ritter Communications, right by you.
Back now on Tubetown in Brighton, Tennessee. For the Munford Cougars, playing the Brighton Cardinals, leading 4-2 right now. Bottom of the 5th inning, just about to start. And staying on the mound, Corey Simmons, who after the first inning has pitched a pretty good game here for Munford. He's only given up 4 hits total. 3 of those were in the first 2 innings. He's got 6 strikeouts. TJ Klutz, number 4, going to take the plate for Brighton. And that one is popped up, foul, and was missed by Stephen Kendrick, the third baseman for Munford. I think he just lost it there at the last second. It looked like he had it and then fell through the hole in his glove, I guess. So it'll be strike 1. Left-handed batter Klutz back at the plate. Corey Simmons with the pitch. That one is hit by Klutz and gotten on by the second baseman, and nice play there. Very nice play for Munford on that one. Garrett Ball able to field that and get it to first base and get the out. You see here, Ball is just able to cut it off and get what otherwise would have been a single. Able to get that ball right in there and get him out. 1 out now, bottom of the 5th inning here in Brighton. Cardinals trail 4-2. Ball 1 from Simmons. Eli Davis at the plate for the Cardinals. Davis swings and misses strike one. Got fooled on an inside slider. 1-1 the count. And that one is tipped foul, strike two. The count 1-2 now. Eli Davis at the plate for the Cardinals. Corey Simmons, the pitcher for the Munford Cougars. And that's a curveball that gets away from him. Now the count's 2-2. Goes a little bit high. Fastball down the middle is hit and caught by Garrett Baugh. Garrett Baugh fielding another one. And now it's 2 outs in the bottom of the fifth. Fifth inning starring second baseman Garrett Baugh. He's made 2 great plays. And number 5, Dalton Rushing, the catcher for Brighton, now steps up to the plate. He's a right-hander that bats left-handed. Simmons with an outside throw for ball 1. That one is hit foul. And that'll be strike 1. The count will now be 1-1 against Dalton Rushing. Simmons with the 1-1 pitch. Fastball down the middle, swung and missed. Strike 2. 1-2 now the count. And it is hit long by Rushing out to center field over the head of the center fielder. Rushing is around to second, and he is going to make it to third. A triple by Dalton Rushing. A great hit over the head of the center fielder. Dalton Rushing's second hit of the game becomes a triple. He already has an RBI in the game, and now he is in scoring position. May be able to get a run for the Cardinals as they trail in this one 4-2. But that could be the spark they needed. It's the bottom of the 5th inning, 2 outs. And at the plate now for the Cardinals, Cole Wilkins. Brought a run in on a sacrifice fly early in the game. Wilkins hits a pop-up out toward right field and backed up and caught by Garrett Baugh. Garrett Baugh with all 3 outs, or responsible for all 3 outs in this inning, as Munford able to hold on to their lead 4-2 here in Brighton. You're watching high school baseball on Tubetown.
911, what's your emergency?
I'm home alone. Someone is trying to get in the back door.
Find a safe place like in a closet or under a bed, okay?
Okay.
Be very quiet and don't worry. Your home phone gave me your location.
Hurry.
Help is on the way.
Only a dedicated home phone can quickly pinpoint your address for emergency personnel. Cell phones can't. Keep your loved ones safe for less than 60 cents a day with a home phone from Ritter. Call today or go to rittercommunications.com.
Back here in Brighton, as you watch Dalton Rushing hit a triple out to center field over the head of Drew Drexler and able to run it out all the way to third base. A great hit from Dalton Rushing for the Cardinals, but the next hit was caught by Garrett Ball, who was responsible for all 3 outs in that inning. 2 fly balls caught and 1 ground ball stopped and thrown out at first. It was the inning of Garrett Ball that time.
Up to bat, number 10, right fielder, Austin Perry.
Now Austin Perry will get to the plate for the Cougars. It's the bottom of the 5th inning. The Cougars lead in this game 4-2 over the Cardinals. Still on the mound, Wilkins, as he throws strike 1. Brett Wilkins, 6 strikeouts in this game. And a hit out to center field, and it is caught on the run.
Up to bat, number 21, shortstop,
Eli Davis with a great play there for the Brighton Cardinals. He had to come way over to get that one, able to catch it on the run. One down. That one's inside, ball 1 for Austin Cowser. Strike 1 there. The count is 1-1 now on Austin Cowser. Wilkins throws that one low, ball 2. And it's popped up by Cowser and is lost. And so he will get a base on that, and that'll be a single for Austin Cowser off of the error. It's the 8th hit for the Munford Cougars.
Jack Green.
Dylan Forbes unable to haul that one in. Hit him in the glove, but he just couldn't get it closed on it. Now Wilkins with the pitch for strike 1. Jack Green at the plate for Munford. Austin Cowser after that single on first base. It's his 2nd hit in this game. Swung on and missed by Green, and that'll be strike 2. 0-2 now the count on Green. Wilkins with a fastball, and that'll be strike 3. And that'll be the 7th strikeout for Wilkins. Both pitchers seem to start off shaky and now have really come into their own. 7 strikeouts for Wilkins, 6 strikeouts for Simmons and Munford. That's strike 1. Drew Drexler at the plate for the Munford Cougars. Brighton has given up 8 hits, and they trail 4-2 in this game, top of the 6th inning. That one is tipped foul by Drexler, strike 2. Count is 0-2, runner at first. high and outside, and they try to pick the runner off at first. He won't make it. That's ball one. 1-2 now the count for Drew Drexler at the plate for the Munford Cougars. And a hit by Drexler out to the second baseman, and that is going to be the third out of the top of the sixth, and they'll switch places when we come back on Tubetown.
I'm David Lucius, and this is my town. I grew up right here in Memphis, Tennessee. I can't believe how God has blessed our company. Our core values at Lucius Complete Home are honesty, integrity, and service. What makes a company great are the people that work at that company. We have great people. Call us and let us earn your trust.
Back here in Brighton, Tennessee, where the Brighton Cardinals play host to the Munford Cougars. The Cougars lead 4-2 right now in the bottom of the sixth inning. Last inning, second baseman Dylan Forbes able to make a play on the ball and get the third out after a hit by Drew Drexler. And so now we'll see Corey Simmons back on the mound for the Munford Cougars. He's pitched every inning in this game so far, 6 strikeouts. He's only given up 5 hits and 2 runs.
First baseman number 20, Brent Howard.
Brent Howard looks to remedy the situation for the Cardinals now as he steps up to the plate. Another right-handed player that bats left-handed. And that one is hit straight to Garrett Ball, and he'll throw him out at first. Garrett Ball and Brennan Holly teaming up there. Brennan Holly at first.
Up to bat number 33, Lane Lavelle.
They're teaming up on a few of them lately. The ball seems to always be going that direction. And now number 33 for the Cardinals, Blaine Lavelle. Also a right-hander that bats left-handed. Cardinals trailing in this one 4-2, bottom of the sixth inning. Crosstown rivalry and district game for these teams. Simmons with the throw, swing and a miss by Lavelle. Strike one. And Lavelle hits it straight to Garrett Ball, and that's out number 2. Garrett Ball in the last 2 innings. The player to watch. Seems to have a magnet. Number 29, Garrett Dawson, designated hitter for Brighton, steps up to the plate now. Simmons with a strike down the middle, fastball. Strike one. 0-1 the count. That one's outside, ball one. 2 outs. The bottom of the sixth inning here. And that one is hit, and it will hop out to left field. So he'll get a base, and Garrett Dawson with a single now for the Cardinals. And they put a man on base.
Pitcher, Brett Wilkins.
6th hit of the game for the Cardinals. First hit of the game for Dawson. Up to the plate now for the Cardinals. Pitcher Brett Wilkins. As they look trying to get back in this game. 4-2 the lead the Cougars have right now. That ball was a strike, a slider. Strike one. Simmons with a high throw, ball one. Wilkins with one hit in this game. Looking to add to that total. And Wilkins will hit it over to the shortstop, and he will make it to first. No, he was tagged out. And they call him out, so that'll be the third out of the inning, and we will go to the final inning when we come back here on Tubetown. Munford leads 4-2.
For your smartphones, tablets, phablets. For the browsers you carry in your trousers. Wowzers! For your big screens and small screens, short screens and tall screens, get speed that screams. From the top of your desk to the palm of your hand, it's the fastest internet speed in the land.
There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. If you're not getting your internet from Ritter, you should. Call 888-336-4466 today. Ritter Communications. Right by you.
Now you see the replay. And that one is fielded by the shortstop, thrown all the way over to first baseman Brennan Hawley, and he is able to get the tag just before Brent Wilkins touches first base. And it was close, but the right call by the umpire, and that ended the 6th inning. So we go to the top of the 7th inning now with Munford leading Brighton 4-2 here in Brighton. Simmons, the pitcher for Munford, will take the plate. And Wilkins will still be on the mound for the Cardinals. As looks like he'll pitch a complete game. That one's inside, ball one. And Wilkins with another high one. That's ball two. Typically, that's where he throws the balls, is high. Occasionally getting one in the dirt. That one is tipped foul for strike one. It seems like occasionally Wilkins' fastball gets away from him and gets a little high. And that is hit and fielded nicely. Second baseman Dylan Forbes with the play on the ball there. And what a play it was. Able to stretch out and get that one for the out. You see the replay here. Hit, and he has to stretch out, and he gets it. And you just can't ask for a better play than that. That one's tipped foul. Kyle Kelly at the plate for the Munford Cougars. Counts 0-1. Wilkins with an off-speed pitch there. Strike two. Swung on a miss by Kelly. 0-2 the count now. One out, top of the 7th. And that one is called a ball. He has to check with the first base umpire. And They do call it a ball. His swing did not come all the way around. So the count will be 1-2 now. As Wilkins winds up and pitches. And that one's tipped foul by Kelly. Umpire calls a timeout here. And they reset. And the throw, and it is popped up foul. And it is caught. No, not caught. It looked for a moment as though he had it, and then it fell short. So it'll just be a foul. 1-2 will be the count against Kyle Kelly. Good effort by Cole Wilkins, but just unable to haul it in. Been a few of those tonight on both teams. There's a good pitch down the middle, hit down the third base line, fielded and overthrown, and that'll allow him to go ahead to second. Kyle Kelly with a double there off of an error. Third baseman Cole Wilkins overthrew after fielding the ball nicely. Overthrew first baseman Brent Howard. And that allowed Kyle Kelly to get the double. And now Brighton will have a talk at the mound. And then it looks like they'll have a change and bring in TJ Klutz. And now it looks like they'll bring in TJ Klutz to close in this game as he warms up. When we resume, Munford will bring in a pinch runner, Brandon Baker will pinch run for Kyle Kelly. He'll be on second. Looks like a new catcher for Brighton as well. I believe that is Matthew Jacome catching for TJ Klutz, who was at shortstop for this game, now been brought in to close here in the final inning. One out, man on second. Stephen Kendrick up to bat for the Cougars. Top of the seventh inning. Munford leads Brighton 4-2. Klutz with his first pitch of the game. And he hits the batter and gives him a base.
Up to bat, number 17, second baseman, Garrett Ball.
And now Garrett Ball will come up to the plate. Klutz looked like he spent a little too long looking at the runner before he turned his head toward the plate to throw, and that caused the pitch to go a little wild. And now Munford will bring in a pinch runner, Riley Banfield. And so Banfield and Baker, both pinch runners for Munford on first and second. Garrett Ball at the plate. Brighton wants to hold them scoreless here, so they have the chance to do something in the bottom of this inning. Klutz with a fastball down the middle. It's bunted, and Klutz fields it and throws it to first, and they are able to get Ball. But not before the runners advance to second and third, and now runners in scoring position for Brennan Holly and the Munford Cougars. Heads up fielding play, though, by Klutz. Swing and a miss. Strike one. 0-1 the count now on Brennan Holly. TJ Klutz, the closer for Brighton. That one is low, ball one. And it looks as though I was mistaken. I thought I saw the umpire call ball out, but he was apparently called safe, and the bases are loaded for Munford. Ball had stepped into the dugout. That ball is inside, ball two. Ball had stepped into the dugout, and I thought he had been called out, but apparently he just had to go attend to something, and now he's back on first base, so it's the base is loaded. And popped up to right field will be missed. And so now that will allow runs to score. Baker gets in. That will be the only run that gets across, 5-2. 5-2 and a hit for Brennan Holly. That is his third hit tonight. The error will be charged to right fielder Bryson Morgan. That one is low, ball one. Austin Perry at the plate for the Munford Cougars. Bases loaded. That's a strike. Fastball for strike two. Strike one, rather. 1-1 the count. And that one's in the dirt, and it'll allow another run to come in. And now Munford's lead extends to 6-2. 4-run lead now for the Cougars. Runners on second and third. You see Bamfield come in and score the run for the Cougars on the wild pitch by Klutz. That one reached out and hit by Perry over to the shortstop, and they'll get Perry for the second out, but not before Baker is able to touch the plate and bring the score to 7-2, Munford.
Shortstop, Austin Kauser.
So Austin Kauser now steps up to the plate for the Munford Cougars. And he pops one out to center, and it is caught, and that'll end this and stop the bleeding maybe for the Brighton Cardinals, as the Munford Cougars now lead the Cardinals 8-2 Bottom of the 7th coming up after this on Tubetown.
Until you've seen how fast it really is, some people's reaction to Ritter's 100 megabit internet might be like, 100 mega, huh? Here's how we describe it. Mega beautiful, mega fast, mega blast, mega party, mega Ritter. There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. In a word, that means mega fun. If you're not getting your high-speed internet from Ritter, you should. Call 888-336-4466 today. Only from Ritter Communications. Right by you.
7. And we are back here in Brighton, Tennessee on Tubetown. High school baseball. The Munford Cougars lead the Brighton Cardinals 7-2. And the Cardinals now with their last chance, the bottom of the last inning here. 4 runs scored for the Cougars in that last inning. Shortstop Austin Kauser hit one out to center, and it was able to be fielded by Eli Davis to end the inning and get him out of there without too much more damage. But it was already done. 3 runs scored, in that last inning. 7-2 now. Count's going to be 0-1 now. Corey Simmons with a nice fastball down the middle. Strike 2. And that one is popped out to the shortstop and fielded. Out number 1 for the Cougars. Austin Kauser with the catch there. TJ Klutz now coming up to bat. Corey Simmons looking to pitch a complete game for the Munford Cougars. 6 strikeouts in this game. He's given up 5 hits. Brighton's only been able to get 2 runs. Simmons with a strike down the middle. That one's a little bit outside. Ball 1 to TJ Klutz. Klutz took over pitching duties during the top of the 7th inning to try to close out. Ended up giving up 2 runs. Oh, and Klutz hits a good one out to right field and over the head of the right fielder. And now he will round first and get to second for a double. Right over the head of Austin Perry. TJ Klutz gets on base. With a double, and they're going to need a lot more of that here to try and win this game in the bottom of the 7th inning. Up to bat, Eli Davis, one of the many left-handed batters on this Brighton Cardinals team. That ball is high, ball 1. Davis seemed a little eager to swing, but he was able to hold himself together and not take a chop at that one. That one's inside, ball 2. Runner on second for the Cardinals. 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning as the Munford Cougars lead the Brighton Cardinals 7-2. That pitch is outside. 3-0 now the count. Simmons throws right down the middle that time. Strike one. 3-1 now the count against Eli Davis for the Cardinals. TJ Klutz on second base for the Cardinals. And that's another strike. That was a nice fastball. Full count now. Davis would love to get Brighton on the board here. And he tips one up. It's popped up, and it'll be caught by Simmons. And that'll be out number 2. 1 out away from the win here. Brighton with a man on second base. Dalton Rushing, the Brighton catcher, up to the plate. Now, Simmons with the first pitch outside, ball 1. Frustrated himself with that one. Klutz steals third on that pitch. That's a low one, ball 2. It counts 2-0 now against Rushing. Klutz able to go and get third base. Now runner in scoring position for the Brighton Cardinals. Simmons with a strike, slider. Strike 1, count 2-1 on Rushing. TJ Klutz in scoring position on third base. That's an outside pitch, count now 3-1. And a hit now by Rushing. It gets out, though. It's fielded by Garrett Ball, and that will do it. That will be the final out of the game, and the Munford Cougars have defeated the Brighton Cardinals 7-2 here in Brighton, and a district win and a rivalry win for the Munford Cougars. Well, we thank you for joining us here for high school baseball on Tubetown.